What is your biggest regret in life? And I want you to think about it. Give it a couple seconds. Maybe pause this video and just think about what is your biggest regret in life. And honestly, I want you to do it if you're watching this at home. So go ahead and pause this video. Give it a couple of seconds, couple of minutes even. Try to think of what your biggest regret in life is. Go ahead and pause it. Ready? And you're back. So what did you come up with? Was it maybe something that you did? Was it something that you didn't do? Was it something you wish you had done? Generally, when people get asked this question, the regret is something that they didn't do in their life, right? And if you're asking me personally, off the top of my head, I think that my biggest regrets are back in high school, I played basketball. I played it in middle school too. I wasn't very aggressive, and I knew I was pretty decent. I would say overall, I was one of the best on the team, but it didn't show because I was scared to try. And every time I made a mistake, I let it weigh down on me. And so I wish I had one, trained harder because I didn't train as much as I could, and just have a different mentality where I was more aggressive. Also, something I think I regret pretty badly is being very prideful and a perfectionist at such a young age. For the longest time, I remember being very very hard on myself as a very young man, and I would always have these goals again from very little, and I always put a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Like for one example, me and my brothers wanted to start working out. I made this program to start us working out. It was going to be a 30-day thing, and then after that, you go into this other thing. And we were doing it. We got to like day 20 something, and then my brother, my oldest one, didn't want to do it one day, and I was like, "Oh dang it!" And that kind of made discouraged me and my younger brother because he was our older brother. Obviously, we look up to him, and we started working out after that. And I always think to myself, or I used to think, like, if I had kept it up, if we had all kept it up at that time, just working out every single day, not even every single day, just kept working out, where would we be right now? We'd be jacked, right? And I always put that on me because I was the one that kind of brought it to my brothers. And even though it was my older brother who didn't do it, like he was the first one to quit, obviously we all quit, but he was the first one to do it, I somehow still put that burden on my shoulders. And I still kind of struggle with this today, but again, I'm older and I think it's fair. Not necessarily fair, but it's better because an adult. I can handle it. But as a young kid, I was really hard on myself and I didn't let myself enjoy my childhood as much as I could have because of the pressure to be better and to be the best. And also being very prideful and not letting people help me. I didn't ask my parents, my brothers, really for any help. I put my head down and thought I could do it myself. And as a young kid, again, I just wish I had enjoyed my childhood more instead of having that burden so young. And lastly, if I could think of one more, which is kind of recent, is the way I handled a relationship, semi-relationship with this girl. It was last year. It started in the summer of 2023, and we've been talking for longer than that, but that's when we actually got together. And then we were hanging out. We were seeing each other quite a bit, going on dates for about a month, and then it kind of slowed down after that, and for the next like 2 3 months, and then eventually it just fizzled out. There were reasons behind it. Um, I again didn't open myself up to her as much as I could have. There was also the thing of I thought I could do better, which kind of sounds bad. Um, as far as finding a girlfriend, I thought honestly I could do better, and part of it was me being an asshole. Another part of it was wanting better for myself. So it wasn't completely wrong, but the whole thing I just handled it was really bad. I don't think the intentions I had going into it was good, and she was not perfect at all, and she definitely had her issues. And I would say overall it was mostly her fault for the relationship not working, but it was mainly because she was seeing another guy and stuff like that, and she wasn't a really good communicator too, and that was just both of us were to blame for that. So that's something I regret also. I could have handled that better. So those are regrets I had, right? And in all those regrets, Back when I played basketball, I wish I had done more. Back when I was younger, I wish I had enjoyed my childhood. And back with the girl that I was in a relationship with somewhat last year, I wouldn't say we were in a relationship, but it was that I wish I had been more open, more honest. It's things I wish I had done. And again, that's a common theme that people's regrets, their biggest ones, are usually things they wish they had done. They wish they had asked that girl out that one time. They wish they put themselves out more. They wish they had worked out when they were younger. It's things that you don't do. It's experiences you don't have that you regret usually. Yeah, we make mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes. Trust me, I've had very, very bad mistakes in my life. But whenever you try something and you look back on it and say I regret doing that, in that moment you didn't think, oh, this is bad, so I'm going to do it. Usually when we try something and we regret it later, it was coming from a good place. And so what I want to end this video off with is that try to say yes to everything within reason. Whether it makes you uncomfortable, whether it's maybe going to be a little hard on you, or you're not sure of it, just say yes. Try to experience more, because when we're 80, when we're 70, and we have grandchildren, and we're just sitting at home in a wheelchair thinking about our life, we're going to regret the things we didn't do, didn't try. And we can't go back and change that. Yeah, we'll regret some things that we did that were dumb. That's just life. But usually we regret the things that we didn't try. So try to say yes to everything as best as you can, and try to do as much as you can within reason. Is again, you might regret it later if you don't. So it's been your boy Hercules. This is the end of the video, but I want to end it off with, again, something that what I call cleaning out my closet. Just a bunch of things I have that I don't know why I hold on to it. I think it's because I hold on to bits of my past, my personal past, right? And I just haven't gotten past that. It reflects to the things I keep around. So this is just some Play-Doh that I don't know how I've kept it this long. And it actually is still pretty good if you look at it. I mean, look at that. Still actually molds and shapes stuff. But yeah, just something I've had for a long, long time. And I just don't need it anymore. So I'm going to throw it away. But yeah, it's just a cool thing I like to do, because I have trouble letting go of the past. I think this is a cool way to start. So yeah. Anyways, been your boy Hercules. I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.